Yeah, just first the good news about Hugo.
Good news about Hugo. Yeah?
Sure.
Decision to be made after training. Training 3 o'clock, decision to be made after. But in this moment, if you ask me if I'm expecting positive news and for Hugo to play, in this moment I say yes. But I cannot confirm.
Obviously, it's a busy period. There's injuries we know about as well. Some air miles ahead of you, some travelling. Do you have to prioritise at all, or do you have to go still for the top 4 and the Champions League?
Yeah, we are in a situation where I think it's very, very hard to prioritise. But as I was saying after the match, was a discussion to have internally, and especially the players' feelings and the communication with the players is always the most important thing. Of course, we analyze data. Of course, we have hard work in relation to the control of sessions and effort in matches and sport size level. Of course, we have all of that. Of course, we know that some players over the last under 20 minutes, they run more than 15 kilometers. We know that we are going to play against players that had a week preparing for the match. So we have decisions to make because, of course, we want to win the match tomorrow. Of course, we want to win the tie Tuesday. But we have to try to find a way where we also give some players a better chance to perform. So, you know, with the problems we have, the players available, especially for some positions, are not much. But somehow we need to manage to give some players something, and that something means a little bit of a rest. And again, lots of communication internally. Players very, very honest in the way they participate in this discussion. I love the player that says, I am available for everything you want and everything you need, but, and then after the but comes, I would need a rest to feel that I'm in conditions to be back again to normal level. So we have to analyze the but and after but it's fantastic for me, and it's something that I'm so happy to be here since when it was that I come? December, no? November. And not July, because from November to July I am learning so much about my players, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic to work with boys like them.
Burnley are up there with a chance for top 4, top 5. This time last year, with Sissoko, with Son, with Kane, with Hugo. Spurs went there and lost.
You know, many teams, they go there and lose. Because, of course, it's not easy. And they are in a fantastic moment. When we played them the first time, the situation is impossible to repeat because Kane, Son and Sissoko, they score, and tomorrow Kane, Sissoko and Son, they are not going to score. But somehow we have to score, and we want to win the match. But lots of respect for Sean and for the players and for their mentality and for their stability season after season in the Premier League. We know that is going to be difficult.
With Eric, not one footballer or ex-footballer or manager or ex-manager has disagreed with what you said 5 minutes after the incident, that he shouldn't have done it, that anyone would do it. They've all said family first, man first, footballer second. Has that been reassuring around the place to hear the support that he's had?
It was exactly my feeling and my reaction, and I look at myself, and I am of course much older than Eric, and of course I have much more years in football than Eric, and as you know, I was born a footballer's son, and I grew up a footballer's manager. And the only thing that I can say is that if I see something happening with my son, I'll do the same. I wouldn't think 2 seconds about doing the same. So that's why I told I would do the same. But as professionals, sometimes we have to go through difficult situations, and we have to try to cope with it and be a little bit lucky of not happen the same that happened with Eric. So, but I think everybody understands what happened. Everybody has an opinion. I'm happy that the football family understands what happened. And to be honest, what happened, and let's move. And as you was asking me before, what about Eric being in the right frame of mind to play tomorrow? Of course. The only thing that matters is, first of all, that nothing really big happened. And secondly, he played so well in the last 2 matches that, of course, he's going to play.
You say he was in the right frame of mind to play, but I mean, he's had the last 2 days, literally the whole sporting world, TV, radio, newspapers, has literally been about that one incident. Did you even consider saying to him, listen, have the weekend off? Or are you not in a position to do that?
No, I wouldn't never do that. The player played so well, nothing happened, is nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be ashamed of. The football world is behind and understands completely the circumstances, and nothing. Of course, he's right to play.
How did the rest of the squad react to the other night? What happened?
I think the only reaction that I see is not in relation to that, because that is not a big story, it's not a big deal. The reaction is about being knocked out of the FA Cup. That is the reaction that we need. That's the reaction that the players are showing. That's the only thing that matters. And again, with the limitations we have, we did so many things well in the game. We deserve to win it. We did everything to do it. I think everybody knows why we didn't win. It's obvious, the reason that unfortunately we didn't win. But even so, the players, they fought until the end. They tried to win. We lost. But the feeling is we gave everything. And again, I would prefer to be in an amazing moment of results. But I'm learning so much about my players' qualities as players, my players' qualities as men, the way they can cope with a difficult situation. The player that is in ultra fatigue and tells me until my last inch of energy, I'm ready to do everything you need me to do. So I'm learning so much. So that's good.
You say some players have asked you, or may ask you, for a rest.
Nobody asked me for a rest. Everybody told me, the ones that they feel they need a rest, they didn't ask me for a rest. They told me, I am ready to do or to try to do anything you need from me, but, and then I have to process the but, and I have to try to find a balance and to try to find a team with possibilities to win both matches, which is something that, of course, we cannot promise, but it's something that we have to prepare ourselves and to be convinced that we can do.
Finally, you're going to Burnley, a game which is a big game because obviously they're battling for a top 4, for a top 5 spot as well. Tomorrow there's going to be a full stadium. It'll be like any normal Premier League game. But Steve Bruce has come out and said that because of the coronavirus, soon we may be playing games behind closed doors. Other people are already saying that. Italy are already doing that. How would you feel about that situation? Do you think it's a possibility? Do you think that the product football will
maybe Steve has some information that I don't have. I don't know anything about it. Honestly, I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything in relation to the Premier League. I don't know anything in relation to the Champions League. I know that if the match Tuesday instead of Leipzig would be Inter or AC Milan, I know that we wouldn't even play the match. I don't know what is going to happen Tuesday. In this moment, I think, especially in relation to the match tomorrow, that the match will be full stadium. And, maybe Steve knows something that I don't know. I don't know anything, and I will do what I am told to do. What I'm told to do is, if I have to play behind closed doors, I play. If I have to stop playing because of not even with behind closed doors, I will not play. If I'm told to play with full house, I play with full house. Just football pro, football man. I do what I'm told to do.
Okay, Jonathan.
Jose, if Hugo isn't fit tomorrow, will you play Casemiro or will you play Bourne?
In this moment, I think Lloris can play. That's my feeling.
Or if he isn't fit, have you made a decision about the backup?
Yeah.
And is it Bourne?
It's Paulo.
Paulo.
Yeah. It's normally when Hugo is not playing, it's Paulo that is playing every match, a part of the last one. So Paulo is the number 2, let's say the hypothetical hierarchy. So if Hugo is not playing tomorrow, which I hope he does, will be Paulo playing.
And can you confirm whether Dele Alli has appealed his FA charge? The deadline was yesterday.
I don't know.
Ellie, and then finish with Jack.
Jose, Lucas and Stephen Bergwijn both asked to come off because they felt they were close to injury. Are they going to be in a state to be able to start tomorrow?
There are players with the but. Steven comes from Holland, 1 match per week, complete different league, complete different intensity. You can imagine that to play here is a different world. And Lucas, I think, he never played as much in his life because, or in Paris, or in here, in Mauricio period, he was never like, I think, even a first choice player. And when he was playing 20 minutes, he was on the bench, play 1 game, doesn't play the second. Always in this perspective of rotation, when you have lots of players for the same positions. Happened that in Paris, happened that here at Tottenham with Lucas, Lamela, Kane, Llorente, Son, lots of options. And in the past 3 months, he found himself in a position where he has to play every minute, and even in positions that are not originally his positions. So he's being absolutely incredible. For me, absolutely incredible. So yes, there are buts behind them, but they have to play. They have to play. Or if not, we are throwing away our chances of winning matches. So we have to go with them. We have to analyze how. We have to analyze if both at the same time, and go with everything we have from the beginning. Keep them on the bench, and the game plan is to go and try to go later. Split minutes between them. We have to try to find the best strategy to give the team the best chances of winning matches, but also to give the players the best chance to perform.
At the other end of the scale, you've got Eric Lamela and Tonguion Dembele, who probably played more minutes than you expected because of extra time. Has that benefited them in a way, though, to get more minutes into their legs?
You know, Lamela, in the end, he played 30 plus 30, more or less, so 1 hour of football. And the good thing is that he didn't have problems after that, which is a good thing. And Tanguy played 30 plus 10 or 12, something like that, and no problems physically. So I think they both can play this game again.
Okay, Jack.
Jose, if we briefly looking back on Wednesday, do you feel like abuse and negativity at football grounds is worse than it was at the start of your career?
No, I don't feel it's worse. No.
It's always. Is there anything that you can do to change the atmosphere? Because there was quite a lot of negativity on Wednesday.
I think the atmosphere on Wednesday was fantastic. I think the atmosphere on Wednesday was an example of what football has to be and should be. 9,000 away fans that normally in championship matches they don't have as many tickets. Fantastic. I think independent of their happiness with the result, I think they come to enjoy and was great. Great respect from the Tottenham fans towards them. I don't know one single incident that happened. Tottenham fans supporting his team from minute 1 until the last penalty that we missed. Fantastic support by our fans. I didn't see any negativity, and if somebody had a little incident in the end, I prefer to focus on the beautiful things that happen in the game and to praise fans from both clubs for such a fantastic support. Wednesday night, cold, rainy night, huge stadium, completely full, great atmosphere, big fight, no incidents between players, 2 or 3 yellow cards by normal actions. Great relation between the 2 benches. We have a fantastic relation between the staffs, good referees, and the only thing, honestly, a part of that incident that I didn't like was that on the penalty shootout, the assistant that was on the line and the VAR, they were sleeping. They were sleeping because if they were not sleeping, every penalty that Krul saved should be repeated. So they were a bit tired, it was too late, and they were sleeping.
Okay, last one from Declan.
Yeah, Jose, I don't know if you saw, but Baltimore Brito did an interview this week and he discussed you as a player. And he said you were annoying, you moaned a lot, and you were lazy, which sounded quite harsh. I wonder if you had a response to that.
Me as a player.
Is he telling the truth?
Correct. Absolutely correct.
How would Jose Mourinho, the manager, dealt with Jose Mourinho, the player?
I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't play him. That's so easy.
You sold him? Sold?
Offer. take him, take him for free.
I'm rich, diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I'm rich, diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich.